107.5 WGCI, the Shine's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. It's the morning show with the Destin legend Leon Rodgers, the beautiful Kendra G.
Morning.
Myself, the shortest stand man in Chicago, Kyle. And we have guests in the studio doing big things and I'm actually working on a project that Leon is involved in as well.
Yo, man.
Director MHead is in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the love, everybody.
Absolutely. Let's talk about what you guys are doing together, Leon.
So Marcus got a bunch of stuff going on. So actually, long story short. Marcus started out as a comedian. He's still a comedian. He still cracks jokes. And we used to work together way back in the day at Indianapolis and all that, right? And then just fast forward years later, I get this phone call. He's like, yo, it's Marcus Head, man. I need you for a project. I'm like, Marcus Head? You know, he's like, Leon, Indianapolis, you remember me. We need you. And then I'm like, wow, so we got a sketch comedy show, myself, Rodney Perry, Coco Brown.
Nice.
I forget the young lady from Africa.
Madam Boss.
Madam Boss, who's like a real big IG star over there. And we all got down together in Atlanta to create some magic. And he also has a movie that's coming out that he produced. And it's just one of the brothers, like he's from Chicago. Yep. And we always try to support Chicago when they doing stuff and try to get them before they blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like the Cooties, like the Cheekheads and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy to be here first and foremost. Like I was telling everybody, this is like a dream come true. I feel like I'm getting nominated for an Oscar because I'm here on WGCI with Steve Harvey and Adele, Steve Harvey, Tom Joyner, everybody been on. So being on Oprah and being on this show has been like two of my life dreams, and it's just a blessing to be on something that you've been acknowledged for. First of all, shout out to Homewood Flossmoor, class of 1990. Got to give a shout out to that and everybody listening. I'm here, I'm home, I live in Florida. But let's talk about the film Can't Get Right. Can't Get Right is the film, and that's Can't Get Right with the RITE. You can go to can'tgetright.com. We're having an online premiere next week, Friday, the 29th, the 30th, and May 1st. It's going to be on any Roku TV, any Amazon TV, and it's also going to be on Artist IK. For people that can't spell, just go ahead and write Artist down, and then IK TV, and you can download that on the app. And basically, the film is about a young man played by Shawty is the lead.
What my name is? Shawty.
He's playing Tyler. We also have the homie Rodney Perry. We have Damon Williams, Chicago hometown. Yeah. We also have Butterby Rocker, Mahogany Raspberry playing Grandma Dirty, Tim Murray, Squirt. Man, we got so many people in the film. It's ridiculous. But basically, it's about a young man that finds a bag of money that belongs to the mob. He has to find a way to get right. He's that guy that's always just irresponsible with his money, with his time, and just can't get anything right. Lives with his pot-smoking Grandma Dirty, and she think the only way to get in heaven is to shout it out or pay her tithes. And she goes...
Ryan.
That's funny.
That's exactly Ryan.
Yeah, right.
She goes to a church, and the pastor is Pastor Wright, played by Aaron Young. Everybody call him Weight Ball. I'm telling you, this comedian right here is a young gun, up and coming, but he is really blowing it up, and he did a wonderful job. Aaron Young, so watch out for him, Weight Ball. And like I say, she goes to the shady church. He's a barber by trade, and we got the old school flavor of anybody that went and got a haircut back in the day on a Saturday. Anybody in the church that got that preacher that just always yelling, screaming. You know, we got a thing, and that's about my life too. You know, always talking in the back of the church, wouldn't shut up, and you know, you got that old lady, the usher, throwing a shoe at you. We got that in the movie. You know, we just got all type of crazy stuff, and you guys are gonna enjoy it because there's not one curse word in the movie. It's a positive message. John Singleton was my idol, mentor, and met him twice. Great brother, and taught me how to write a film where you don't have to be ignorant, crazy, but show the beauty and the craziness of the film. And we did that. And also, like I said, last time, you can follow me on Instagram.
Well, wait, we gotta ask you some questions.
Oh,
you know,
I gotta get it girl. But I want to talk about the other project Leon and I did as well. But go ahead.
Can we jump in too?
Hey, go ahead, girl. Hey, I'll take over this mic. So go ahead, I'm listening.
We see. Now, listen, first of all, very excited for you, very proud of you. Let's just talk about the journey of being a filmmaker because it's not an easy road. And we were talking off mic. You're about to celebrate turning 50. You're a tourist like me.
The big double nickel?
Yes. So let's talk about how were you able to stay petty. Stay petty.
Stay petty.
That's my wife.
You see what Kendra had at. How you able to stay petty?
Already.
So petty. How you do that?
How were you able to stay steady on this path when there were so many challenges along the way?
girl, you talk about challenge. Let me tell you something. I came out with this movie because my wife and I was watching TV. We was on everything. We was looking on everything. We was on all those channels. We couldn't find nothing. And we paying $20, $15, $20 for all these channels, couldn't find nothing. And then we was like, fine, forget it. She said, why don't you just write something? You always talking about writing a movie. So bam, wrote the movie in like 2 weeks and then put everything together. And I did this during COVID a year ago when it was really bad. Like I'm on Zoom calls. Montel Jordan is producer on the film.
This is how you did it.
This is how you did it.
Do it.
We got a song by Rick Ross. We got a song by Rick Ross on the film. My girl KJ Rose, my girl from Home of Flossmoor. Everybody know her as Kiana Henson. But
Kiana can sing her ass off, bro.
Yes. And if people don't know who she is, she was the life coach for Jennifer Hudson on the what was that? The one they spin around the chairs.
The Voice.
The Voice. And then she also is Little Nas like spiritual advisor. So shout out to Kiana, my girl. She's on there as well. But getting back to what I was talking about, like I said, I was just inspired because I love telling stories. Ever since I was 9 years old, I've always wanted to write. I wrote a song in the film that you're going to hear when I was 9 years old, and I just really wanted to get into it. And I did it during COVID when my son was, over there in the corner,
Right.
And I didn't know the answers. He asking me, so I didn't know the answers. And my daughter coming in Zoom calls, half naked, and Montel and all them over there looking like, man. But I'm just happy and humble, but it took a lot. And like I said, I'm just blessed.
Sounds good at all, bro.
That's all right. That's all right. We get
It's
to
like
it.
my daughter walking in half naked and
I'm
Montel was
just
like,
blessed,
they
you know.
looking like, man.
How old is
Let-
your daughter for context?
5 years old.
All right, okay.
5 years old.
All right.
Last thing we got to ask you, because you did the project with Leon.
Yes.
How was it working with our very own Leon Rodgers? And, quickly just give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the show is called Live and in Color. And like I said, I've been on Leon for like 20 years. Actually, Leon gave me one of my first gigs on the road. We did Wisecrackers in Indiana.
Because we called it Graham Crackers that night because we was the only blacks in the club.
And
We went from
I
Wisecrackers to Graham Crackers.
never forget, it was me, JB Smooth, and Kevin Williams when we did the show.
Yep.
And I did my thing too, so I'm happy about that. And Live and in Color basically is an improv show. He mentioned everybody that's on there. Basically, it's like Saturday Night Live, but we're going to put a younger version and funnier version on it because, Saturday Night Live ain't been funny since like 30 years ago.
Dang.
And, it's just the truth. And like I said, we got so many people on there. Man, we doing
It's lit.
everything.
That's what's up.
Like I said, you just got to check it out. We're working on a project, just finished it. Hopefully we'll have it done and ready to go by November. So that is when we hopefully have everything 100% done.
There it is. All right. Well, we appreciate you being here. Now you can give them your Instagram and all of that so they can follow
okay.
you.
I know I talk too much, but that's what got me where I'm at, and that's what got
there
me
you
here.
go.
But you can follow me on can'tgetrite.com. You can also follow me on live and in color show.com. And then you can follow me on Instagram at Can't Get Right Film, and then MHead Filmmaker with 2 M's on Instagram. I also want to give a shout out to Toya P. Smith, one of my business partners who helped develop everything from the writing to financing. I want to give a shout out to Kimberly Stamps, who is my production manager here, taking photos, pictures, and everything else. And also my girl Medina, who's also part of the Live in Color project as well. Like I said, I don't want to give anything away. You just got to watch it, but it's a lot of sketch comedy. Just funny.
That's what's up, man.
The average TikTok, Facebook user, they just watch stuff. We just got a hilarious income, about what's going on.
That's what it is. Chicago Marcus Head here, director, producer,
Pew,
doing
pew,
big
pew,
things.
pew.
Them Vikings got to be proud out there in HF, man.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on everything, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Much love.
No doubt. GCI.